Israel has been killing a great deal of number of these hostages. And second, these hostages would have been released long ago, should Israel have heeded.
Well, they say they need to keep pressure militarily on the Palestinians and Hamas to get their hostages back. That's their position.
That's not true. Ask the mediators, ask Egypt, Qatar and the US. They will tell you that Israel has been offered many times a deal that would release hostages from both sides, because Israel has taken thousands of Palestinian hostages since the 7th of October, mostly from the West Bank, by the way, without trial or charges. Many of them are children. Now, the second big lie was just made on your show is that this is about Hamas, eradicating Hamas. What about the 120,000 people killed and maimed? What about the 70% of Gaza's housing stock destroyed? What about 80% of Gaza's schools bombarded, all of universities, and only 4 of the 36 hospitals are still partially operating. The others have been bombed. This isn't about Hamas.
Well, they say this is all part of getting the hostages back. But
really,
we're short of
imposing
time.
a famine on 2.3 million people is really getting hostages out. No, Israel is waging a war against the Palestinian people. Israel is eradicating the Palestinian people, and they have been doing this since the 1948 Nakba and ongoing.
While we've got you, your family are from Rafah. You were saying before the break that you grew up there till the age of 14.
Yes.
Our forensic research seems to suggest and show that the weapons that caused those horrendous scenes, that airstrike in Rafah, the Israelis say that the inferno was caused by secondary explosions, but the weapons seem to have been supplied by America. What's your reaction to that revelation?
That really, America should be, the US administration should be ashamed of itself now. A, because they have drawn a red line, which is Rafah, and yet Israel keeps crossing these red lines. And B, they said that they should not see American weapons being used in grave violations of human rights. Now, can it be worse? I mean, the world foresaw this. The world foresaw the massacres in Rafah. The world predicted what has taken place in the last few days. Almost like you and I were seeing these images coming before they actually happened. And yet, the US, all what it has to say is that Israel has not crossed a red line. This explains to you all what it takes. I mean, either the US policy and actions are incompetent or disingenuous, or both.
A number of countries are recognizing Palestine. Does it make any difference, do you think?
It makes all the difference, because the heart of our issue is we were cancelled as a people by Great Britain of the time, that colonial arrogance of promising our land without consulting us, and of turning us into non-Jewish minorities when we were 98% of the population and owning 96% of the land. So recognizing and ending that cancellation is very important, and what these countries have done is a major step in the right direction.